That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, broadcasting live from the heart of Europe. This is so badass. You broadcast it all that don't land. This is I am telling you, the shot for the point. Got a couple topics to talk about today. It's a day for celebration. Would you agree, man?
I would say so.
It's a day for celebration. Not only has Repzilla backed off, we'll go over that, but don't take it seriously. He got caught, and we'll show you that he's got a history of doing this stuff. And Belle and Aubrey, or whatever the fuck her name is, she seems to be waiting for H3 and Hassan to bail her out, as if they could do that. You know, once somebody you sent me that thing this morning where she was saying that the reason we're all going after her is because she's about to expose some kind of fucking pedophile, and we're keeping her from doing it. Is that it?
Right. Yeah. She had a screenshot of her saying all of that, and then which she deleted. By the way.
Yeah. That's fucking funny. And you know what? That goes along with, by the way, I'm going to start doing impromptu streams on Tommy C's Arcade, and they'll have drama in them. You'll see them when they're up. Definitely, I might start using that for, like, if I feel like streaming about drama and there's not a show. So go sub the Arcade. And there'll just be games in the background. Gaz Gurr, subscribe. Thanks so much. And so they had that. And what the fuck? I was on the right. I just
the screenshot, Petty Page.
We got the what screenshot of Petty Page? What are you talking about?
That's what we were talking about. Pastel was like talking about Eugenia Cooney has like a sex.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I don't know how to do it, Petty Page, but anyway. Yeah,
I'm Pastel Belle. I apologize.
Pastel Belle has a hero complex, because one of the things I noticed when she was pointing at the look at the thumbnail. So what? It's like a typical exposed video thumbnail. Like, you're not getting treated differently than anybody else. But I really thought from the beginning. I think I said it yesterday in the stream. I said she's mad about the fucking title. She's not mad about thumbnail. Because the title, what is it? What was Willie's title? When caring turns to hate, or something like that.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah, but that's like Willie blew up her whole spot. That's like her whole thing. Like she's anti-bullying and anti-this and anti-this. And then, if you take a good look at her, she is everything she supposedly hates. And I think at some level she realized that. So instead of switching things up, laying low for a while, she doubled down and looks more ridiculous. And let me show you just how ridiculous. This is pretty fucking good. Look at this. That's a fire. I had that fire there. Bella had that fire there for 3 years straight. They were checking out what I was doing. Uh-oh. Video dropped Saturday. She decided to make 2 videos since. They tanked. She deleted one yesterday. I think that's when she said that Eugenia Cooney needs to go to the gas chamber or something. I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that's what she said. She was like, look, I don't believe in what Hitler did, but if we were under a Third Reich scenario, let's just face it, she would be in the gas chamber. That's the video she deleted. Because she does hate this woman. And if she doesn't hate this woman, she certainly has done... She definitely lost track of what the point is to criticize Eugenia Cooney's problem was to begin with. It wasn't to get her to hate. It almost is like it feels a little Turkey Tom Pyro to me, in a sense. All right, she made a YouTube.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in a roundabout way. Bear with me. I've always felt that Tom made the first video I made on Pyro was pretty solid, right? And fairly reasonably critical. And I always felt that although it had an impact, I don't think it had enough of an impact. And I get the feeling, and to some extent, this is the entire tea community. You get a buzz when you have an impact. It's like mad dopamine. And, they just started getting crazier and crazier and not realizing it. They not realize. So she got into it for maybe the right reasons or at least the right intentions. But the money and the fact that she's not having the impact and Gina Cooney's still there. In other words, you can't cancel them.
Right.
And then it just leaves you down another rabbit hole of, it's what Def Noodles is doing now. Keemstar said the N-word. Keemstar's a big hypocrite. We know. That's his whole obviously. Fucking thing. We know, guy. We're well too familiar with it. Yeah, so yeah, it's like they get frustrated. And I think what Tom makes the second video which is the mistake. And I always thought it was a lack of frustration because if you just make banger videos like Nick says, they might forgive you for touching a kid or talking dirty to a kid online. It just depends on how well liked you are. That cloud capital. Are you rocking it? That's all. That's really Repzilla's felt the impact too. It's nowhere near as much, but he wasn't mentioned as Willie's videos enough. But he's not growing anymore. Not that he deserves to. Put out this statement right here. I want to make a clear stance about the Eugenia Cooney situation. I briefly discussed temporarily removed and age restrict at least 2 of the videos. I no longer believe it's productive to even discuss a temporary removal. My original opinions were formed from situations formed situations separate from her illness. It was formed by fucking Belle Pastel, you lying sack of shit. She's the one that came up with this crazy. Well, no, that's not true. It was what's her face? She jumped on him. Yeah, it's Jacqueline, big dipshit. I'm glad that everybody's touched this. Has kind of gotten burned. I think this is a critical discussion that needs to be had, and a difficult one that goes beyond the commentary YouTube videos. What do you mean? We shouldn't talk about the fact that you were talking about her having blue butterflies, and you suggesting heavily that it might have something to do with a conspiracy for her to starve her fans out. Let's not forget how insane their allegations were. And I see all these jackasses unsubbing now. I have to think for a second. How did you not know these 2 idiots weren't saying this before? How come I almost think you're an idiot if you unsubbed. I really do. Willie had to explain this to you. You've been watching this person's channel. I guess you're not an idiot if you sub for one video and never got around to the rest. But if you've been watching this crazy fucking shit that is coming out of these people's mouth when it comes to pro-Anna stuff, and you're watching Willie's videos oh my God, I watch every one of their videos and I never realized this. You're a moron. Come on. The fuck's the matter with you? Pro-Anna? You nuts? I really wonder how real this whole pro-Anna thing is to begin with, or is just a fucking boogeyman. I mean, it could so easily be a fucking 4chan troll that people have decided is a real thing and make your head spin. I would not be a bit surprised. Who are some of the figureheads of this pro-Anna movement?
Oh, I don't even know.
Exactly. Maybe there is no pro-Anna that's significant. They're talking about pro-Anna like it's the Ku Klux fucking Klan. And I've learned that there's practically no Ku Klux Klan anymore, but you wouldn't know that when you listen to certain lefties. You would think they're walking, protesting in Augusta every day. You know, they're not.
Yeah.
So I wonder if pro-ana is a lot like, I don't know. Yeah, that's another thing. When I was growing up in the 80s, this is a KKK meeting. They have a abandoned building. This is where the KKK comes. This is the mafia building. This is where they bury all the bodies. This is a sacred Indian burial ground. Don't go there at night. You know, this is where they do dog and cat sacrifices. That's what pro-ana is to me. A bunch of satanic panic nonsense. That's what it sounds like. I want to see these people. Like if I'm wrong, I just, maybe somebody, I'll admit it. I'll just say, all right, there's a significant pro-ana movement. How much you want to bet? I would say, yeah, there's such thing as a pro-ana movement, but it's just not significant. These people literally made her a Satanist. I mean, I like literally a satanic panic Satanist. And
because she's sick.
And the dopey Irish broad doubled down on it. Lock on Stratos. That's just good. Thanks so much. That's just too funny.
So only thing I can really find is Kate Moss did an interview in 2009 saying nothing tastes as good as skinny feels. That's the only celebrity I could see that they're trying to say endorsed the inspiration.
What's skinny feels? What's skinny feels?
Yeah, nothing tastes as good as skinny feels.
What does that mean?
I guess no food tastes as good as the way being skinny feels.
Oh. That doesn't necessarily mean you're pro-ana. She's making a fucking,
right.
You know, a statement how it could be.
That's all.
Yeah. You know, and it's not just morons like fucking Belle Aubrey. It's idiots in the media too. You know what that sounds like? Why would anybody do drugs when there's Southern comfort? You know who said that?
Who's that?
Babe, take a little piece of my heart now, baby. Janis motherfucking Joplin said it.
Oh, wow.
And of course, she was doing drugs at the same time, but that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Pretty sure she was doing both.
She was. She acted like I don't do drugs. The Southern Comfort. Why would anybody do drugs with the Southern Comfort? And she did. She drowned in a bottle of Southern Comfort. Yeah, that's you know. I mean, I've had heroin addicts talk to me. I asked what it feels like. By the way, Shadman's a heroin addict. Isn't that awful? Sorry for the bad news, everybody. Coming back, I talked to him and I asked him, what does it feel like? He's like a warm blanket of love.
Yeah, I can attest to that. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it just feels like love, and you feel it all over, and there's nothing quite like it.
Yep.
You know? That's how you get hooked on it, because you feel like you're in love, just laying there with snot and drool coming out of your mouth. I have heroin addict friends.
Just filled with optimism. You just feel like everything's.
There's nothing like walking in a room and seeing a fucking needle in your friend's arm and him going, "I got it. It's nothing like I just know you're coming."
You walk into Train Spotting?
What? No, I live in New Jersey. Everybody's fucking. I was literally the only I left for the Army. That's one reason I left Jersey. You know that, right?
Oh yeah.
I smoke pot every so often. Actually, I didn't smoke pot because I passed out. I don't deal with pot very well. So in 1994, it was September '94. I don't know if I was tripping out because of the lights. I smoked the joint at this club, and it was one of those where they have flashing lights and fucking people dancing and shit. And I passed out. And they were literally shoving me out the door because they thought I was going to die. Like they were going to roll me out in the street and leave me there. And I woke up and this is when I came conscious. Says, "Oh, you can come back in then." But they were pushing me up. I mean, this guy Chris Carter, he's punching me in the chest to wake me up because he wanted, and he was going to leave me there too. I'm sure. And I came to and I went back in the club.
It's like a situation like if you're going to die outside.
Yeah, then the club can say it's New York City, man. I mean, he died outside, and then it wasn't our fucking problem. That's literally what it was. Yeah. So I stopped smoking. I stopped doing drugs. So I didn't really do drugs all through my 20s, and I smoked a joint just before I joined the Army when I was about 27. 7 years. So yeah, I was about 17. Yeah, I was 17 going 18, but that took me like fucking 10 years to smoke another joint. So my point is, with all the sidetrack, is I was the only guy in my town that wasn't doing fucking like Oxycontin or heroin. And I was sick of like going out, having a couple beers, hanging with the guys. And they were like, oh man, Tommy doesn't party. So I'm like, yeah, I don't fucking party. Fuck that shit. You know, no.
Yeah. It's rough in the South too. They call it the Oxycontin is hillbilly heroin.
Yeah, no, that was hillbilly heroin. They think like, nobody was offering it to me. They were just, I was never included. And you know, I told you, I had a friend that, you know, did some time for murder. You know, I went through that whole thing, and like I would run into people from high school, and they were just, no, it sucked. Get the fuck out of here, man. Not like I was gonna ever do drugs. You know, I was 27 at that point, you know. But it's just like, I don't want to be around this anymore. Like, I'm a townie, and I can't go anywhere without. And also, I was driving a cab, and a lot of them were drug addicts as well. So I just got sick of it.
Speaking of drugs, Tommy.
Yes.
I know it's probably really difficult for you to hear.
Yeah, I already did the joke. I already did it. So we got a conversation.
You heard heroin, and he had to jump in, and you're like, oh, God,
that's how we got here. Shadow.
Oh God!
You know, if I was drawing little kids, if I was drawing naked little kids to get through it, I might have to do some fucking heroin to deal with that.
Bro, if I woke up this morning, I'm like, oh, it's kind of shitty outside. I'm like, oh God, I have to pack for VidCon. I'm like, oh God, I wonder if it's gonna rain there. Oh, I don't know. And then my eyes just lit up. My day was better. I heard the birds start fucking squawking. The fucking bugs started chirping. Yeah, shit started. And then I found out that fucking Shadman does heroin. And it was the best fucking thing that's happened to me in a long time. Oh, it was great. Oh, it was a beautiful time.
It was beautiful.
I don't know.
He's hooked on heroin in L.A.
Oh, God.
Of all places.
Finally, some good news.
Yeah. You know what's great? You want to make it better? Because I think I have more experience in that drug world than you do. Here's the truth about heroin. Almost nobody beats it.
Very hard to beat.
Yeah, no, that almost nobody I know beat it. I had never met a person beat heroin.
I had a doctor tell
Every
me
one of them are either going the method or seeing all my heroes in the methadone clinic, or they're dead or doing time. That's another way to get off heroin. Actually, no, you can get. That's true. No, I had a buddy. You know, he was getting heroin in prison. Forget that. How they
fucking look at Artie Lang. Artie Lang snorted heroin until his nose dissolved upon itself, like till it was flat.
Well, that in combination of he owed somebody money and they punched him in the nose. Poor Artie. I love Artie. God, you know, it reminds me how bad I was. That's why I like having my nose all fucked up. Tommy C's cat, $50 heroin. Always landed me in bad teens unit in Bergen Pines County Hospital. What is this? I got locked up. You know, it's funny. I told that story and then I forgot about it, and then somebody made a crack about it, and I forgot I told the story. So I was like, oh my God, did somebody get a hold of my medical history? I'm from New Jersey, Bloomfield born. I'm in my mid-30s, and all my friends are dead, doing time, still using the recovery break. Yeah, so I left. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. You've been there. I couldn't do it anymore. Oh, wait a minute. No. I do have a friend that beat heroin. I do have a friend that beat it. A hillbilly heroin. I don't think he got off the hard. I don't think he beat the hard stuff. Yeah.
Well, it's a lot easier to beat that than it is actual like needle heroin.
Yeah, I think he beat the hillbilly heroin. I don't know if he did the hard stuff. I don't know anybody beat heroin. Yeah. You got to understand something too. Like, heroin becomes a drug. Like, I know a lot of people beat coke. You know, but
coke's like a recreational drug. I mean, there's one thing about being like fucking addicted to coke, and there's another.
Yeah, well, you could be as bad annoying as a heroin addict if you're addicted to coke. That's
yeah.
But you can get off coke. I know plenty of people got off coke. But here's the thing: like with heroin, it's like you cross a line, and that's just you the rest of your life. You're a heroin addict. There's no going back. You're just going to need methadone or
withdrawals
heroin the rest of your life. That's it.
Yeah.
You know? And that's just the way it is. Like, my friend's a heroin addict. That's what he is, and blah, blah, blah. You know? And just, you're not his friend, or you deal with it. You know? So, yeah, that couldn't happen to a nicer guy. I really wouldn't wish heroin on anybody but a pedophile.
And Lieutenant Cobra.
And Lieutenant Cobra. Yeah, I mean, that gives you an idea how much, like, what I think of heroin when I'm wishing it on Lieutenant Cobra. What did that person just write?
He said you lost weight. Keep up the good work. I didn't get.
I wasn't trying. I haven't been trying.
I don't know. If you lost it, I found it.
Kentucky Fried Chicken the other day, but so I'm not doing that great, I guess.
Dude, do people by you know what Kentucky is? Like, what is it? Why is it Kentucky Fried Chicken?
KFC. That's in the movies, man.
No, I get that, but like, do you know it
Germany.
as KFC? Like in Germany, like what the fuck is Kentucky?
You were there too. Well, so I was admitted there too. Except I had an insane counselor at 10 years old. This guy, a counselor. He's a therapist for my mother, and he ruined my mother's life, my biological mother. And I made a crack about suicide, and they literally locked me up with a bunch of fucking heroin addicted teenagers. At 10.
Yeah.
At 10.
Are you sure that guy's not trolling you, by the way? That's Tommy C's cat.
No, I know what that is.
Like,
I know what it is. It's a girl.
Gotcha.
It's a girl. She's from Jersey, apparently. I didn't know that. I know she's working in Africa. She's doing all sorts of stuff. I know exactly who she is.
Okay, yeah.
The other one just said, yeah, I know they're not. I know you're not. No. What happened was a couple months ago, somebody wrote Bergen Pines, and I go, boy, that place sounds familiar. And then they wrote Paramus. I forgot I told the story, right? And then I thought somebody was doxing me, you know, like, oh my God, they got my brother. I actually called the hospital and I said, look, I'm a streamer, and all of a sudden people are writing this, and I was there. I'm 44, and I was there when I was 10, and I just want to see if I got the right place. He's like, yep, they still have fucking crazy kids here. I'm like, fuck. And then I realized I told the story. So yeah. No, so that's what happened. Now it was Bergen Pines in Paramus, New Jersey. I'll never forget. I was 10. Remember, 10-year-old boy. I'm sitting in my bed, and this dude walks in, and he's like 17, and he sits down, and he goes in the bathroom, right, and he rips out the thing that holds the toilet paper. And he goes up to the window. And by the way, we're about 6 or 7 stories up. And he starts going, I'm like, what are you doing? I'm getting the hell out of here. I go, do you want to come? And I instantly said, yeah. And like, but how are you going to get out? I'm going to jump. And I go, I don't think you're going to make it there. And I'm thinking about it. He's a 10 and a 17-year-old. Nah, we'll make it. I was like, no, I don't think I'm going to try to get out that way. It was a fucking nightmare. And then, like, you know, it's kind of like the movies in the sense that if you watch One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, the people that work there hate you. I mean, I'm 10 years old, and I pissed off one of the counselors, probably because I was being obnoxious, you know, and saying fuck you and all this other stuff. That's where I learned to say fuck you.
And they're like, you know what? I'm going to let Shadman and Cell Block C draw you.
No. No, they'd say things like, you're never going home and you're never going to see your parents again. Like fucking 24, 25-year-old people saying that to you.
That's a lot of money, I guess,
you know,
for a person of color.
You're never going to see your parents, ever. You're going to be here forever. Thankfully, my parents woke the fuck up and realized this counselor was out of their mind. And what do you know? I didn't kill myself. But the one thing I do regret, it was the dumbest thing I ever did. Have you ever heard the tune, they're going to take me away, haha. They're going to take me away, haha, hee, ho, ho. Yeah. All right. I thought my parents were bullshitting me right to the point where I was in those doors. And I sang that song by being wheeled in a wheelchair, giggling, thinking that, you know, somebody's going to go, surprise! You know, like, you know, you better behave, you know, you better stop acting up. Nope. No, it was crazy in there, man. Like, first night, some girls like breaking shit and throwing. I've never seen anything like this before. I'm literally like white boy suburbia to like, you know, some hardcore. This is the first time I saw some real shit, and I didn't react to it really well. I was like a problem child in there.
But you know something, Tommy? At the end of the day,
Yeah.
you didn't become a heroin addict.
No, I didn't.
I think it's hilarious.
And you know what? I think that was the best Nancy Reagan "Don't say no" fucking message I could have got. Just say no.
Yep.
I'm actually. Oh, you're a guy. You're from Westwood, but I work in Central. Oh, so you're a chick. Sorry.
Westwood.
Central
Wow.
Africa.
Oh my God! Now all of a sudden you're just gonna stop answering that person on Discord.
No, yeah, I know. It's like, send me back my
Oh,
dick
it's a
pics.
guy.
Send me back my dick pics,
Okay.
please.
I know Westwood very well, actually.
Oh,
Tommy's
yeah.
like, that's so weird. I've been sending you female merchandise for the last 6 months.
Yeah. No, he's doing good work in Africa. Thanks so much. Jersey in the house. All right, let's look at some of this other goofball shit. So Repzilla, what did he say? I removed the mentions and the petitions. Let's see, videos, recordings. And apologized to Eugenia, and he stressed that I called her. I want to point this out before you start believing. You know, Repzilla was on this fucking program, admitted everything, and backed away immediately.
Yeah, like tomorrow, if somebody came out and said something like that made Belle look good, and there was even a minor flip flop in
right back on the train.
he'll 100% like fucking brain injury out of it and fucking
yeah. I mean, he said,
and I can say that because he blamed the fucking debate on his brain injury for some fucking reason.
You know
I would have never gone that low, but I guess
you know what
he
you
doesn't
don't
have any
remember.
self-respect.
When the debate was over with you, and Bobak asked him this exact same question that you did during your debate, he just completely went back on everything within minutes of debating you.
Yeah, no, I know.
Yeah. All right. So watch this.
Sure about you, but I find
By the way, this is Redsky. I think he is associated with the
Why is he Mr. Krabs?
I don't know.
That's
This video wasn't bad by any stretch. It's a lot of other people's stuff, but it's not like it's not fair use. But no, it's all right.
In those DMs.
I didn't watch all of it, but I watched some parts
But
with
he's
you
Mr. Krabs
and me.
in a hoodie.
I watched parts with you and me.
Dude, I like this commentary because, like, so one day we were doing a tier list, Tommy, just not to get off, like, super off track, but we were trying to figure out who these creators were, and then there was just, like, fucking Squidward, Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob, and I'm like, you know, I really do like Squidward's work, I just don't know if he's a commentary YouTuber, so we didn't know where to place them.
Who is the guy that's friends with Clown? He's really influential, and some say that fucking
Jonas
Pyro
Full?
ripped him off. No.
Oh, no, not Jonas.
Nopify. He's an old school commentator. I know he's friends with Clown. He followed me for like a day and thought I was too obnoxious, I guess. But I don't know. He's not. He's super influential. He's like a commentator's commentator, like back in the 2015-16 days. And everybody ripped him off. And what's the guy that owns the shop? And I never watched SpongeBob growing up. Like who's the guy that owns the store, the Krusty Krab?
Mr.
Krabs. That's Mr. Krabs.
Oh, Mr. Krabs. Who's the other guy with the round head? There's his best friend.
Squidward.
Yeah.
Squidward.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, Dumpy's old profile pic. By the way, Dumpy had to change his profile pic because Smaggle Daggle became known as Squidward. So now he doesn't want to be like associated with Smaggle.
Good move. Why take any of them? Have somebody draw some cool shit. You know. All right, here we go. This is why you know that what's his face is just full of shit.
Dude, someone in chat, who's the crab guy? Jesus, Tommy's dying. What the fuck?
I missed this. I was too old.
Who runs the Krusty Krab? I don't know.
What year did
Mr.
Krabs? What year did
late 90s, Tommy.
Yeah, SpongeBob. Yeah, wait, 'cause I missed this. I missed Power Rangers 99. Yeah, it's 20 yeah. 23.
Do you tell me you weren't watching SpongeBob Bikini Bottom when you were 24 years old?
I remember this year's the year Gretzky retired. That's that's what I was thinking. Gretzky retired and he's on the Rangers.
And
who's this crab person? What's his name?
In a last attempt to get Tommy to back down from him, he tried pulling the victim card and using his brain injury to excuse and shield himself from criticism, which I find to be absolutely fucking immature.
I got hit by a car, Tommy. I got hit by a car really, really hard.
Sure. On another shot from the point stream that has now been taken down, Repzilla actually called in attempting to explain himself and the messages he sent to Tommy. Oddly enough,
Somebody, you have no excuse, Tommy. You're 45. How did you miss SpongeBob? I'm 45. That's how I miss SpongeBob, you dipshit.
But you got kids and it's still on TV.
Oh, now that's actually it. It's funny you say that. Tommy just started watching it. And I bought him, that was another weird thing. I bought him Bikini Bottom, the video game, and Willie was like, oh, that game's so great. And I guess it's a remake.
It is.
I didn't know that either. I didn't know that. But Tommy loved it. He beat it. He loved that game. Yeah.
He claimed he was drunk when he sent the messages and tried to use that as an explanation on why his comments were so inflammatory, which, while we should give him the benefit of the doubt, given his track record of lying in order to avoid direct responsibility, I can't exactly say that I believe he was telling the truth.
I believe he's telling the truth now. How about that, Krusty Krab?
He eventually toned down his defense and agreed that he could have handled the DMs better, and says the Gabby Hanna video was a fuck-up and that he'd do better in the future. Oddly enough, a day after the stream was taken down, Repzilla...
So let me get this straight. Sonic is for retards, and SpongeBob is for people who like to tell other people what to do.
Base.
Yeah, it kind of is. Like if you're into SpongeBob, you really like you really like being outraged. You know?
Publicly walked back.
I don't know how many commentators I've met over the years that had SpongeBob in their fucking Twitter bio or something.
What he had said on the air, going as far as saying Gabby Hanna had slandered him and that everyone on both sides were in the wrong, including the mother. I'd consider it a mini meltdown as he went on pretty much ranting in a very spiteful manner on Twitter. Tommy, of course, saw the BS he was pulling and once again grilled him for his take, as well as the fact that Rep was literally contradicting himself and was trying to appease a narrative that was objectively wrong. Repzilla did later
I remember when he's in an argument with you and he was saying stuff like, I want to be your friend. I want to be your friend, Nick. I'm not trying to make you upset here. And he wouldn't do anything not to argue your point or back up any of his points. It was too funny.
My favorite part is still the part where he's just like, hey, what's going on?
He sounded like fucking Wigs. Hey, what's going on here? He's such a shithead.
Pattern he's exhibited in the past when he wants to bury or distance himself from some controversy. At this point, Repzilla had dug himself to the bottom of a pit that he could no longer get out of, which is frustrating as he had multiple times where he could have corrected the record or just owned up to having made
I don't do that, especially when all the money's in these stupid angry women.
a bad video where he omitted
I look like their gay friend. I gotta keep, images up for money.
critical information from his audience. However, as with every
I'm Repzilla. I'm your gay friend online. Some people pretend Pokemon's a girlfriend. I'll pretend to be your gay friend, lady. Every girl needs a gay friend. I'll let it be me. Now I'm gonna talk a bunch of shit. I don't know what I'm talking about. Smear a bunch of people, and you're gonna nod and send me money and give me a hit. You see that skinny girl? She's trying to get kids to starve herself. Really?
situation he lands himself in, Repzilla chose instead to tiptoe around directly addressing his wrongdoings instead of choosing to be the honest and unbiased person he claims to be. A few weeks later, Edwin fired up a live stream to go over the Gabby Hanna situation, and Repzilla was on call with him, adding points here and there. Nicholas Diorio saw what Edwin was saying about Gabby and disagreed with some of his points, so he called in to talk with Edwin. The discussion quickly dissolved into Nick debating Repzilla, due to Repzilla dodging a question that Nick asked him.
The first question, the first one. It was our setup question. It was like just to understand. It was literally I was throwing something out, so I knew where to go from there in the conversation, and he dodged the first one.
Putting information irrelevant to the argument at hand. He also tried making emotional arguments as a way to paint himself in a morally superior sense by saying Nick.
Are they still going on about? I don't hate SpongeBob. I didn't say anything bad about him. What's he talking about? It's like I didn't know. It's not my thing. None of you motherfuckers watch The Great Space Coaster. You don't know who Gary Gadu is, so fuck off. What? Exactly.
The thing is, I called in to yell at Edwin. I literally called in to yell at Edwin, and then Repzilla just intervened. Because Edwin was high as shit and talking dumb shit. And I literally called in to go argue with him about some of the stuff he was saying. And then I'm like, all right, fine, Repzilla. All right, here's just like a base question, a baseline question so we can go from there. And then Mans is just dodging, dude. He just used dodge over and over again.
Dodging after walking it back on Tommy's stream earlier.
Yeah!
Yeah, no. It's too funny.
issues with him in DMs rather than publicly on Twitter.
Yeah, I know, that was a good one. I remember that. It's like, why couldn't you do this privately so I wouldn't look so stupid right now, Nick? I thought we were friends.
If you don't want to listen to the clips of the call that are about to play, please feel free to skip ahead.
Do you think there's anything objectively wrong with reading an article and like saying that someone has a nice shirt? Like, do you think that Gabby did anything wrong now?
Back then.
In that context, no.
In the context of like understanding what's going on, like in 2020, would you make
the context is the
would you make the
objective
video
truth.
you guys made in 2020?
Well, the context is different from then to now, but it would
No,
be
it isn't.
difficult not to make that video because her reputation and her track record is just so bad. You can't.
But what does her track record have to do with the fact that she opened up an article and said a girl had a nice shirt on?
When you say it that way, the context that's not at all bad. Like you can say, "Oh, somebody's fucked up." You got a point, Edwin?
No, I'm not saying it in a specific way. I'm telling you, there is nothing controversial about that video.
No,
Nothing. There's no way to look at it. There's no light that it looks good in. Like it doesn't look bad, literally, unless you add 50 other drama stories that you've probably made videos on.
The story you have to track it back from the beginning. The story comes out.
And then let's go to Bobax. Sorry. Look out, Repzilla. Hey, you know what? Fuck him now. You might have thought I was out of line for bringing his car crash up in the past, but now he's using it as an excuse to fucking say like, "Oh, I had Nick want him. It just sucks that 4x4 had to hit me and put my little head." I mean, get the fuck out of here. Now he's using it. So fuck him right in his teeth. Like I read on Twitter, like car accidents have become like, I don't know, race cars for fucking white people. I've never heard of this before. Never heard of this. Like, I'm a victim. You got hit by a fucking car. So what? I got in a car accident. So did I. Whatever. Sucks. I'm sure you got hurt worse than I did, but fuck. That way everybody's got to walk around like, you know, like
What the fuck? Edwin's
look, here, I'm going to say something pretty big.
I
don't
said none of them.
When black people, gay people, minorities in general, or women do this thing where, you know, you must respect me or feel bad for me. I hate doing it for fucking them. I'm sure I'm not going to I'm definitely not doing it for somebody who's been in a fucking car accident. Get the fuck out of here.
Oh my god, they're putting positivity cars in the chat.
Let me see those positivity cars. Get the fuck out of here.
Willie just left the car.
Do you guys remember the way I treated?
I wholeheartedly disavow.
Did you guys remember the way I treated Bobax's autism? With absolutely no fucking empathy whatsoever. Like, what is this gonna get me at? I don't care. Jesus.
Now, while those clips showed that Repzilla was trying to circulate the conversation back to where it started in order to dodge responsibility, this next part really shows how he tries really hard to derail the argument by arguing emotions.
It just doesn't make any sense to me because you come at me so fucking hard. I don't know if that's just like
Hey, what's going on here?
What you do and you can't help it, but it's just like
Repzilla, you made a video talking about this situation, quoting a murder article, quote unquote. It's stupid as fuck.
Don't you understand? Like, this situation was very high emotions when it happened.
Who gives a fuck? God. I immediately don't give it. Like, unless your like kid died or a family member, fuck your emotions. God,
dude, this conversation felt to me like it was. I'm friends with you, Nick. So like, why do you have to say this? To me?
I get that feeling a lot with a lot of other fucking commentators. They all like when you do it to somebody else, but when you point out their hypocrisy, we're just supposed to go along with it.
I felt
like
I really
Swan.
do. I get the vibe. Like
Yeah.
jokes aside or whatever, and like disavows aside after that last arc. I just want to say like, I don't know. I'm really like. I really try to like pick friends very carefully because I feel like Repzilla joined in because he was afraid of a lot of us, wanted to be like in our group or whatever, and just assumed that he'd get like a free pass if anything ever happened.
Well, that's why
really
those
wrong.
Jack like Elvis
And, like,
the Alien and all them followed me on Twitter.
It's the same way like that, like when Creepshow Art flipped out on Tipster saying like I gave you like a ton of money or whatever, and now you're being like a bitch publicly. Like, you know, it's like I don't know. I felt like Creepshow Art was sending me a lot of money, so like I didn't like really shit on her or whatever or something like that. Now in hindsight, that could be the case.
Remember when my my Twitter account looked like it was a who's who of celebrities that used to follow me? That's the only reason they ever followed me. You know, I know that now. In fact, Josh Pescatore as much as proved that. Apparently, a bunch of YouTubers went to him and said, I can't stand them, and the only reason I follow them is because I don't make fun of them.
Yeah, it's
so,
like,
and you're bigger than I ever was.
I didn't see people like that until really this. So like once I saw like after the fact when Creepshow Art started like shitting on Tipster, being like I donated money to you or whatever, I'm like, oh, okay, so like that's why you gave me money. All right, whatever, asshole. And then it's like, oh well, you're my friend, Nick.
You know what's great
how
about
dare
that?
you criticize me? I'm like, all right, well that's why you want to be my friend.
You know what's great about that? The fact that people do that. So at some level, these TV channels and commentators, like in the commentary community, our commentary community, know they're fucking idiots.
Yeah, and then the best part is they're not like they're not smart enough, or they're just too stupid to realize if they just walk around and ape whatever we say, they'll just never be wrong, or they won't ever have to deal with us.
Well, they used to do that with Clown a little bit. Well, he stopped making content completely. I mean, like Clown used to say, I used to think he was being arrogant, but then I'd see them like regurgitating Clown talking points. He's like, most of these people just follow my Twitter account and make videos off of that. I'm like, all right, get a hold of yourself. But then I started seeing that.
No, that happens to me.
Yeah, it probably happens to you now. Yeah. They don't know anything. You know, I mean, I know YouTubers that got super big, and they literally didn't have an opinion of their own for a long time. Actually, I used to criticize. I don't think this is the case anymore. I really don't, because Kavos has become like, to me, like the premier journalist. But I criticized him for that, and I'm not taking it back either. You know, but Kavos has completely changed, and his whole fucking style is, no, he's fucking great. But I never thought that he gave a fuck about any of the topics, and he would just kind of say anything. But he was a kid then too. He's only like 18. Now he's like in his 20s.
You're looking for the Bo Black's timestamp, Tommy?
Yeah.
107:51.
107:51. I love that. 51. Yeah, that's good. Good job.
Model Repzilla the rest of the time he was on in order to get a response.
Would you like make that video today? Like, do you regret the stuff you said in that video?
No, not one thing.
The initial situation.
Well, you watched it recently, so let's see what you think.
Yeah, like, are you like, oh, I wish I said.
Here's another thing funny. Why did Bobax come in and ask the same fucking question?
Something like, obviously you.
But I'm glad he did.
Maybe, well, because they had like a coddle session after the fact.
You know what this? You know what this was, Tommy?
What?
You know what this was? This was good cop, bad cop.
Tommy, unintentional, but it was
unintentional.
But Bo Black did an excellent job. I want to say Bo Black did an excellent job.
We got to start using this, implying this tactic more often.
Wouldn't have called it a murder article if you would redo it and stuff like that.
In 2020, would you make 2021? Would you make the video you guys made in 2020?
Rep, this was the same question you were asked 42 minutes earlier. You wasted all that time just to end up back in square one. After Edwin's stream, it was pretty apparent that Repzilla lost favor within the commentary sphere on YouTube, with those he was friendly with openly criticizing him.
Like, I love you, Repzilla, if you happen to be watching this, but my dude, like, there are plenty of times.
I don't.
When you'll cover topics that I simply do not agree with, and this is just one of them. Like, bro.
I kind of stuck up for him behind the scene. Here's another thing, Repzilla. I called Nick off of you so many fucking times. Didn't I? Like 2-3 times I told you to go easy on him, right?
All right, so forgive me if I'm wrong, but the first time we ever talked about Repzilla, it was negative, and then he reached out to you and was like, oh, Tommy, I don't want any bad blood with Nicholas.
No, he had followed me prior to that.
Respect him.
He had followed me prior to that, and we had been okay. But yeah, that was the first time.
I interacted with him.
Yeah. I didn't.
So like he literally started off. I'd be like, I don't want drama with Nick. I don't want drama with Nick. Yeah, okay, dude.
So
I don't know.
Listen. If he could have gotten away with saying Eugenia Cooney has fucking Jew slaves in the basement, he would have done it. All right, he would have. The These people will say anything, as long as it's like it's true if the people don't find out, or at least if they believe it.
Like, I know you consider yourself a T channel, but your viewpoints very much align themselves with T channels.
That's true.
And those previously critical of him having their voices heard by a greater number of people.
Well, after everyone has
money,
dropped
I guess,
calling this
for
guy
a
a
person of
pedophile.
color.
Wait, Rep got hit by a car. That's why he's bad takes. That's true. You get
Well,
hit
I
by
can't even argue that. Like, that sounds retarded, and that sounds like really fucking offensive. But he literally went on a debate like 3 days ago.
Yeah, no,
and fucking said that.
look,
So like, fuck, bro. I can't even.
I wanna
can't even dodge the car jokes because you literally just stand in front of them and let them hit you.
First of all,
like, holy
I
shit,
have to
dude.
I have to thank Repzilla right now. For weeks, I've been getting nagged by my fucking conscious Matt Pitt. I don't know if you want to say that. I don't know if you want to say that. Now I can say, Matt, hey, shut the fuck up.
When it comes to Repzilla,
Hey,
go
Matt,
ahead,
shut the
man.
fuck up. I don't want to hear anything in Repzilla. Fuck that guy. He got hit by a car and he deserved
He
it.
literally. All right, I don't know if he deserved it. All right, now we're going a little
No,
too
see,
far.
here we
You
go.
know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. You already-
No, he said Bruetta. He deserved it. No, he deserved it. He can't say he asked for it because it's not like he was dancing around in traffic unless he was like drunk driving. No, he deserved it. Fuck it. It's karma. Fuck him.
I'm just saying, the dude fucking came around and he's like, "Yeah, dude, I lost the debate to Nick because I have a brain injury. What the fuck is wrong with you?"
Well, the first thing I would have said is like, if that's true, I don't believe it. I don't think he's lost. I think he's just a moron. You know, like if that's true and you can't handle it, you need to get out of comedy. You need to quit YouTube.
I got into drama recently because people said that I dismissed too many retards, and then and then fucking Repzilla turns around and goes, "Wait, guys, I'm retarded."
I got hit. I was in a car accident.
You should have dismissed me.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. I could dismiss somebody that's fucking gotten like, sorry, pal. It's not your fault. You just got hit by a car a little too far. But I'm a victim. Yeah, I know. So you got to get out of this commentary. Go to gaming. There's plenty of retards there.
He's been there. He's been there, done that.
I love this game, The Culling. I saw that video.
Tons of videos on Eugenia Cooney. And
this guy picked up on it earlier, the Eugenia Cooney thing. This is back in August.
Isn't anything old, because at the time of me recording this, he made a video on Eugenia 3 days ago, and I'm pissed.
Repzilla finds Frogger too dramatic.
Dude, when he like came from the bottom of the screen and Mr. Krabs is just eyeing me down and he's like, "And I'm pissed." That really spoke to me.
Yeah, Mr. Krabs.
And you'll understand why.
Krusty Krab.
And although I can't connect Eugenia directly
Brian McDonough donated. Gotta go. Wage slave. See you fuckhead later.
to
See
this
ya.
movement,
Thank
I
you.
do feel like it's important to talk about.
Then Repzilla, why is Eugenia's name the first 2 words of your title? Why is her...
Exposing pro-Anna community. He doesn't talk about it. He just kind of heavily suggests she had something to do with it. That's so funny.
It's her face on a thumbnail.
blown up?
Boom.
I don't have any proof to back this up.
Oh my God, Tommy. Repzilla's car in chat. I'm coming for you next, Matt Pitt.
Bitch. Repzilla's car just decided to You know what's great about it too? I'm not breaking any YouTube rules. Not fucking one. Not one. Because it's got to be features. It's got to be features, like something you can't help, right? Now you can't help getting hit by a car, but it's not like it's like you were born with
You're not a
fucking
transformer.
car.
The car is an extension of your body.
Extension of your body.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's so great. It's so fantastic.
Up on your thumbnail. Explain that to me if you cannot tie her directly to what you're talking about. It is...
Well, Belle Pastel did. So did the emo Indian fucker, and she's very
that's
credible.
a little better, guys. Drop some positivity, Mr. Krabs, in the chat.
Positivity, crabs and cars. Crabs and cars, everybody. I don't know. They're really upset with SpongeBob. Is so crazy popular.
Yeah, dude. Because I went to college.
I mean,
actually, yeah. Pastel Belle was literally in SpongeBob. Did you not see her?
Not everyone is going to be pointing the finger at PB, requesting that she too withdraw her stance. That's why I asked if he had slid in the DMs, because there's documented history of encouragement as soon as it goes left, leaving the other person to hang. That's funny. She didn't read my donation out. Bitch, sent her $30.
You literally sent money to fucking what's her name to get her to read your name, and then she didn't. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, it's literally because like I could have done the same thing for like
you got
like
scammed,
$5 or $10, but I bumped it because because I wanted her to say it, and she fucked me. Because I wrote I'm a fat fuck because of Patty Page. That's why she didn't read it. I'm a fat drunk because of Patty Page. Because she started talking about like, hey, if we're gonna start throwing people off to a skinny, she's like, what about me? I'm overweight. Yeah, fuck you, dude. That's fucked up. It's not funny. What else we got? Let's see. Oh, Def Noodles. So Bobak's tweeted out, Def Noodles calling out Keemstar for reading tweets and the N-word in 2015. And I thought, yeah, I did. I kind of assumed myself, although I can't say that Josh did, that he was just trying to get as many N-words as possible. But turns out I was wrong. Oh my God, Dennis made a 6-minute segment video completely missing the intention of my tweet. It is a compliment. I think it's hilarious that he brought up Keem reading out the N-word from the video. I don't know how he could have took that away from it, hence the LOL. I never said it was the focus of the video. I don't know. Who cares? Why are you apologizing to that fucking guy? Fuck him and his teeth. Here we go.
I'm understanding my video from yesterday because one of them tweeted this out.
Def Noodles is calling out Keemstar for reading tweets with the N-word in them from 2015. LOL.
Now, I can't tell off the bat if that person is trying to slander me, if they're just...
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Yeah, he really goes off the deep end.
Being purposely dishonest, or if they just didn't get anything that I fucking said in that...
He just said LOL. He thought it was funny. It was funny, and you're about to do something funny, I bet.
Well, because me and Augie and Boblax just did a whole segment laughing at this exact segment.
Oh, it's the gas station. No, that's not the gas station. That's the other guy. The other loser. That has to be go on the lamb. The rest
hey, Brian, when are you going to get heroin?
Yeah, heroin.
Oh, God, you and Shadman should get a needle together. Maybe you'll get AIDS. Oh, God, that'd be great.
Quick explainer. In my video from yesterday, I comment on a video that Keemstar posted to his Twitter talking about why his channel is dying and how he feels disconnected from the current generation because they are all about cancel culture, as he says. And I contrast that with what Keemstar did back in...
We know about this. We know Keemstar tried to... That's what he said.
Yeah, I literally have that in my video.
Yeah, we've already talked about this. And we sent it to... This is the one you sent to what's his face used?
Yeah, Common Cop used this last year. It's in my video. Yeah, we've literally talked about it.
Yeah.
2015 being basically the head of cancel culture.
He really wants his Twitter account yet. Yeah. Keem's not above canceling anybody. This is like why this didn't get any traction, stupid, because everybody knows this.
Culture by gathering tweets from the last 2 years from this gaming organization, calling out sponsors, and then trying to basically get the sponsors to drop them. The entire video, I am basically calling out Keemstar on his fucking hypocrisy. Now, albeit in the nearly 10-minute commentary that I make about Keemstar's hypocrisy, there's about 30 seconds where I call out the fact that he literally says the hard R in the video, but that is nowhere even close to being the focus of my commentary. So for this person to frame my entire commentary in that video as me reaching all the way back to 2015 to try to get a gotcha moment on Keemstar rather...
Oh, that's totally...
The irony of this happening during this segment, Tommy.
You're above that. How many celebrities have you done that to? Jesus.
Yeah. Than just the comparison of what Keemstar is alluding to in his fucking video talking about his channel.
And Dennis, nobody gives a fucking rat's ass. Everybody knows who he is.
Dying to the reality of what it actually was has to be some of the most slimy bullshit that I've ever...
How are you getting all this out of Bobax's tweet, you fucking salty bitch? I mean, really?
Never seen anybody publish in order to just try to get a few fucking likes on Twitter. And what makes it even more fucking idiotic is not only the fact that this person had the fucking gall to watch the fucking video, screenshot it, and then put this fucking dishonest as fuck caption on.
Def Noodles calling out Keemstar for reading out tweets with the N-word. He blurred out N-word? Because I don't think he wrote...
Tommy, do you mean to have notifications on for people who just subscribe to your channel, not like member or anything?
Yeah, I did that. I guess I could.
The guy's like exploiting it right now.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if it's the same. I think it's a different account because if you just go, if you just turn it on and off and on and off and on and off, it shouldn't click. So these are different accounts. That's why it's fuck. We know who it is. That's
I wouldn't put anything on the screen though if I'm not getting money for it. Fuck that shit, dude.
Yeah, you're right. I can turn it on. Yeah, I'll probably turn it off. I'll deal with it this time.
But you don't even fucking see it in my fucking title. If I'm calling out Keemstar for saying fucking slurs, wouldn't I fucking put it in the fucking title? Why the fuck did
Haven't I tried that 20 times before and it didn't work?
I title my video, Keemstar caught in a lie again. Anyway, folks, here's a brief segment from yesterday's 7-minute commentary on this subject so you can see it for yourself. I find it very...
I really enjoy, like, my gift. I had to put up with fucking Keemstar's bullshit for like 3 fucking years. Right? Nobody helped me. This is like, it's like perfect. Everybody I hate has problems with Keemstars now. And there's nobody to fucking lean on. There's nobody to fucking help them. And they all do the same stupid things and make the same stupid fucking mistakes. And it's great. It's fucking fantastic. I love it. Y'all deserve it. Everyone he asked for.
Interesting that Keemstar loves to characterize our current times as literally the worst thing to ever happen in the history of humanity. He likes to talk about cancel culture and mob mentality and people coming after sponsors and how things were so good back in the day. Well, wouldn't it be wonderfully ironic if back in the day that Keemstar loves to romanticize, he did literally the exact same things that he says he hates that people do.
The thing is, like, I get the point, but first of all, like, how did you get that out of Bobax, right? And B, like, everybody knows that Keemstar's a hypocrite. Like, that's what none of you people fucking understand. Because you sit there and you like Keem, and you see him fucking treat other people like fucking shit, and you let it slide. And then it's your turn to get in the Keemstar train, and then you act like it's the biggest fucking disaster it ever hit. And I'm saying that I don't know if Keem had anything to do with fucking taking your Twitter down. I don't really think he did. But what a fucking smart move as far as like 4D chess if he did. Because you people are all freaking the fuck out. I don't know if he didn't bring that fucking 20-year-old broad into this over that. So, whatever.
Nowadays. I'm sure there isn't a video from, say, 2015 where he literally does those things. That's the way I set up the clip. Nowhere in that setup do you hear me speak about Keemstar saying the hard R or calling him out for saying racially insensitive things. No, quite the contrary. I'm calling him out for being a fucking hypocrite. And
let's see.
Wait, isn't it weird that he's talking about like how back in the day things were like so good and shit and how great it was, whatever. And Def Noodles is taking a personal like thing with that, saying back in the day he was bad too. When like in the current day, Def Noodles is the one without a Twitter account. Shouldn't he be the one that's like complaining about how everything's shitty?
He never got canceled a couple years ago. Calling Keemstar reading the N-word for reading tweets with the N-word in them.
He's responding. He responds to everybody.
I gotta be honest with you. I hate to say it, Josh. Fucking, he's right. You did frame it that way. This LOL at the end doesn't really change the context of the fucking tweet, but it really doesn't matter. You know, all right, you didn't like get his head. Like, why is he freaking out like this? Like, the slander, really?
I don't think Bobax tweets bad.
Like, it'd be smart to say Bobax ignored the fucking thing because he's too stupid or something. That's what.
But do you think? I don't see anything wrong with Bobax's tweet. Really? It's not lying at all. Definitely
no, but he's saying like he missed the. No, he's saying that no, he's not lying. Of course, he's not lying.
Well,
but he's like,
contextually, we reacted to the same clip like 3 days prior, so we were joking. Like it was funny to us because he was obviously watching Augie's stream, and now he's reacting to it on his stream. Because like I swear to God, there's a clip on Augie's channel.
He's watching us. So funny.
We literally watched it a week ago.
Oh, and that's how he found it.
So like,
he watches it.
Why would Bobax call out Def Noodles for this whole situation if we were literally on stream a week ago doing the same fucking thing?
Is that the one where he goes F that N-word?
Yes,
Obama?
It's the Obama one. Yeah, we were literally joking about Keem saying the N-word on stream a week ago. Yeah. So it wouldn't even make sense for Bobax to say it like that.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Then I apologize, Josh.
That's like, I know that he knows that context because like, where else would he have just randomly gotten that? I mean, maybe it's possible.
But the thing is, it's because it's calling Keemstar out for reading tweets with the N-word, and clearly he's right. That wasn't the point. The point was he's fucking into cancel culture too, which, yeah, that's true. There's no doubt about it. But it's just like, why do you think this is such a fucking revelation? Why did you really think taking something from 2015, something we've discussed on this show? I think we've played it on this show, like back when Doc used to use a sound effect. And like, why do you think this is like you got the? It's so obvious your channel is completely dedicated to canceling him if this doesn't work or not. So if you're not canceling if you're not canceling him with digging up old tweets or something, you're trying to dig him up with something else. Keemstar caught lying. I mean, like, there's been nothing but Keemstar stuff. Where's the other shit? Hold on. Like, there's another one. I mean, he's not, like, I know the news cycle. He hasn't been in the news cycle this much. Well, he doesn't make as many videos as he used to. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're fucking... like, Keemstar is not responsible for you losing your credibility. You are. And you're never going to be able to prove one way or another if...
So weird to hear him talk about slander when he got 2 pedophile stories wrong in 1 week, and then one related to like an alleged like sexual assault. It's so weird.
And you know what's really crazy too? Like, I think he thinks if he does this long enough, he's going to have an impact because his channel's doing well. You know? Yeah,
I don't know.
I give him that. The point was to show that Keem does it too, right? But yeah, like everybody kind of knows he's a hypocrite. You're the one that pretends they're not a hypocrite.
This is the issue that Ethan had. So like Ethan kind of went and made a whole manifesto about every single thing that like everyone already knew about Keemstar, and it only kind of like it was okay in the moment, but over time he started to look extremely petty, and then people started to say Ethan's kind of grown into Keemstar, and that's like a common thing that you hear in the community now.
No, he is a Keemstar. He's a passive aggressive Keemstar.
But he was like before this, right? Yeah. He was
the comparing.
Sorry, go ahead.
Like, yeah, before this, he was like viewed more positively, not super positively, but certainly more positively. Sure. So like, I don't know, he's kind of falling into the same trap of just like regurgitating stuff everybody else has already said.
Dennis made it on YouTube by himself. He didn't need anybody, and he knows exactly what to do. He doesn't need to learn from anybody else's mistakes, missteps, or failures because Dennis has got 500,000 subs by his own. So, I mean, Dennis is going to be funny for years to come.
What back in the day was like with the back in the day that he's romanticizing in his latest Twitter video. But as if that wasn't enough,
is when you had a Twitter.
Later on in my fucking video, I literally spell out what my fucking point is. My whole point is just how ironic it is that Keemstar would complain about how awful things are nowadays and cancel culture is so awful, and you can't say...
It sounds like us. I don't see Keem doing that. I mean, you want to make that about me. Maybe, does Augie do that?
What?
Augie doesn't cry about cancel culture. Does he? I do. I probably cry about it the most. The fuck you talking about?
Yeah, I think he released a Twitter video recently where he talks about it in regards to like
Tipster, me, you don't cry about it much.
Keem probably does.
He does.
In regards to like T channels and stuff about people who are like unjustly getting a lot of shit, I can imagine there's a video recently where he said something like that.
Well, you know, it's funny because he followed me on Twitter when it came out. He probably followed all of us on Twitter, thinking, "Oh, wow, 100,000 guys, you know, following me. We won't criticize him," and then we did.
Yeah.
You know, we won't goof on him. We won't criticize him like he's fucking special or something. And then, you know, he couldn't, you know, we're all supposed to. And what's his face? Repzilla's kind of hinted this before. Like, we all look out for each other type thing. Well, not if you're lying. I don't want my reputation ruined. I don't want to be fucking shown to be a hypocrite in some exposed video and have to defend that. Fuck that. You know, just tell the fucking truth. And, you know, when you botch something, say you botched it.
Anything. You can't do anything. And people just trying to be clean. When he was literally the head of cancel culture in 2015, 2016, literally compiling tweets over years to put them all.
Yeah, and the worst thing, he was doing it to phase his enemies, which is even funnier. He shouldn't put that in.
together, call
He's literally a wing of FaZe Clan.
out a sponsor and say, hey, look, these guys shouldn't have sponsors. I spent close to 30 seconds in this
7-FaZe Keemstar
minute commentary describing what happens in the video because I cannot show it. I can't show Keemstar saying the hard R because my channel would get flagged. I don't want to get demonetized. And
salty moron. That's what he is. He's just stupid. Big empty head. Oh, this is stupid as fucking. You know what the difference between Hassan and Def Noodles is?
What?
Hassan's better looking. That's it. I mean, they're both just. Everybody's dumb. And I'm getting like you make. I don't want to become like you. No, I don't lose my humility because everybody's a fucking moron.
Yeah, I don't know. I just hate everybody.
Well, you don't have to be a rocket science to be my friend, but I think you do have to know what the fuck you're talking about if you're yelling at me. You know? He wrote, God hates fags? Oh, no. What are we going to do here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
I sent you one more thing from Repzilla. It's the one where he talks about Nick and when he went on Petty Page's stream.
I'm gonna close it out. Let me take some.
Because me and Nick were supposed to be homies, and
you weren't that tight with him.
I wasn't, and the fact that he keeps fucking saying that makes me think that like he never wanted to be friends
that
with him.
follow was supposed to buy me a lifetime of bullshit.
Like, why do you think I'm so fucking doomer on like internet friends? Like when people say shit like this, like I'm sorry, Repzilla, that me being friends with you doesn't fucking alienate the fact that you fucking used a fucking dead girl. Okay, bro, it's unfortunate. That's what happened. Like that literally happened. I don't care.
Commentators have like
any car accidents. I don't care how many friendships are broken. Like I'm just gonna call it out because it's what I fucking do. Like Jesus.
Commentators have this like blue code. Like, the cops have the blue wall of silence or the blue code of silence.
Yeah, I'm sorry. We're not like fucking. We're not like
in the mafia,
in the hood with fucking snitching with police.
Yeah, I know.
Like, I'm sorry. Like I don't fucking care, dude. Like you're not my fucking problem. I'm not your fucking like keeper. I'm not like the holder of the Repzilla where I fucking feed him and bring him around and give him content and then fucking send him off on his merry way and protect him if the fucking I don't know, dude. The fucking carnivores.
Nick, if we were in the street, you'd be a snitch, and snitches get stitches.
Well, you know what, Repzilla? If we were in the street, you know what? Honestly, I would probably stay on the other side of the road as far away
if we were in the
possible.
street, I'd probably get your ass kicked with that crazy fucking haircut.
I would be on the sidewalk. You'd be on the street, and that's the difference between us.
And I'm actually upset with Nick because me and Nick were supposed to be homies.
Oh, really? He only said in this context like. One thing the fans hate, they hate backstabbing friends. Absolutely fucking makes them sick, right? So he's like, we're supposed to be homies, so that makes it sound like it's just a fucking cruel backstab. My policy is this: if you fuck up bad, let's say Matt fucks up, you know, maybe I'll give a day or two off, but I'm not gonna like make a video on him. Like I always, the crowd's probably a better example. I mean, there were some things he really did wrong, you know, not what they were accusing him of, but I mean, there's some things there that was definitely worth criticism, and I was just like, I'm withdrawing on this one. Think what you want, because I don't want to be that guy. It's like, look, Nick's not talking about somebody fucks up and don't look out for your friend. Nick's talking about if you make a bad point and you can't fucking defend it, you can't fucking, hey, we're homies, boy, you know, we're homies. We're supposed to be homies, guy. No, this is just a
Why
point.
didn't Repzilla turn around and go, hey, Nick, how dare you not like stand by John Swan even though he's wrong?
I guess,
yeah.
Why didn't he put his neck out for John Swan? I'm just wondering.
You broke into this community. You've literally broken this community, exposing the NCO and Keemstar by recording them. And you know what? If there's one thing that you and me have proved Keemstar 100% wrong, is this infamous line: keep doing that, no one's going to trust you. Bullshit.
Well, you know, don't Keemstar why he's wrong. Keep making good content. They're gonna have to fucking trust you because the cloud goes one way, bro.
There you go.
I get it. Their whole standpoint on it and everything. You want to say it was a debate, even though it wasn't a setup thing. That's fine. I don't really give a shit. Like, if you want to say you beat somebody with a brain injury in a debate, and you,
I'm a retard because I got hit by a car.
It's like the opposite of what people have been getting on my ass.
Look at her face. Look at Patty's face. Or Penny, I'm sorry.
You beat somebody with a brain injury in a debate, and you want to get props on that. More power to you. You did good. Okay. But like the truth is, it is.
Red smile's worth. But that face right there, Tommy, you know what that is?
Yeah.
$20.
That was.
That's worth $20. Yep.
Jesus Christmas. That's epic.
More power to you. You did good. Okay. But like the truth is,
picking on everything is about this. He's not my homie. He stabbed me in the back. He picked on me because I have a disability.
I considered Nick a friend, and
yeah, exactly. This is all fucking. He's full of shit. He's not sorry. He ain't sorry at all. I consider Nick a friend. He stabbed me in the back by pointing out that I'm slandering people. You're such a backstabber. What a jerk. YouTube channel. Oh, Kai's a kite. All right, I'm fucking. Do we have people in the chat? I'm falling asleep again.
Yeah, we got a full waiting call.
I want to do a quick one.
We got about 1, 2, 3, 4,
That's
5
a lot
people.
of money, I guess.
Hey, no offense, chat, but how come that H3 one stuck around a little bit longer than the last two?
Dude, I was trying to get it, man. I couldn't fucking click on it.
I'm just saying, when it's the N-word, everyone's like, oh, we gotta get rid of that one. When it's H3 going after the N-word, it was there a little bit longer. I'm just saying. You guys let that go a little bit.
You see what Simman wrote? Hey, Tommy, Repzilla thinks him and Nick are homies. And like Anna thought she was romantic relationship with Destiny.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Hey, yeah, she was doing. I think she was doing the same
shit.
shit.
You take me seriously. I don't know, Repzilla, it's because you have fucking cat ears on, okay? Like,
that's
I don't understand.
Mm.
You always look like you're standing on your head. That's why we don't take you seriously. Because your hair.
Oh,
yeah, no, that's really difficult. All right, who's Matt? Matt the Gat. You're on.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Is it Matt Drudge in his fucking profile picture? No, I thought it was. Holy shit. Nerd John, go.
Hello. Yeah, I just want to, like, Repzilla's whole point in you guys were my friends. You needed to like not criticize me. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but wouldn't you want friends that like call you out on your stuff so that way you can realize?
No, because we weren't
make
really
better
friends with
informed
him, and he
decisions?
knows it. We were online acquaintances at best, and he thought by that we we're gonna hold some kind of weird code of silence when we're fucking animals. Every one of us. That's why I like it. It's boring. Everybody's just fucking lying for each other. Not to mention you're gonna get nailed. Why do I have to like? Why do I have to lie for him? If I look the other way on something that's really blatant, like something happened to Nick or Augie or Bobax or something like that, I'm gonna be like, look, I know there's shit going on. I just don't want to be that guy that piles on. And by the way, I've taken shit for that stance before for not piling on. So yeah, I mean, I guess I'd murder. I definitely disavow it, but yeah. Jesus, other than that, I'm not gonna. Somebody fucks.
Also,
how hard did you see me go on fucking Bobax when he struck that guy down? I said one thing and I backed out. You know.
Also, to like take a shot every time Def Noodles says "fuck" in that.
Yeah, he does.
Dude, I like that. That's the
Way
best
too
part of his
hard.
new content is when he's just like losing his fucking mind. He's like, "You fucking dumb shit, you dumb fuck! How come you're coming after me like that, you motherfucker?"
You stole my app.
Yeah, like
He's
It
also
sounds like
too-
50 Cent at the end of a diss track.
Also, too, like, what was that? Like 4 minutes of content? Wow! I wish I could make 4 minutes of content just based off one tweet.
Yeah, I know. Like it's just like he took it. I think it just shows like what we've always been saying about. He's a bitch. He takes everything to fucking heart. All right, thanks for the call, man.
Def Noodles,
Matt
like,
the Gat,
he-
are you ready
Oh,
or
okay.
you jerk off? Oh no, he's got the thing. Get a computer.
He's fucking.
Sit, man, go.
Yo, what's up, Tommy?
You tell me, go.
Yo, I wanted to just quickly go over the Twitter video that you made a couple of days ago about the guy that was gender fluid that committed.
Yeah. It looks like the Loudoun County. I'm hearing now that not only is there an incident with this guy that happened last school year, that they moved into another school and he hit somebody else. And on top of that, I'm hearing Loudoun County has had a few incidents in the bathroom that they've been covering up, although I haven't read much deeper into that. But go ahead.
Yeah, I just wanted to go off because I actually know somebody that currently is a female nurse working in a female prison for the state.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to go into this or the other details about it, but the problem that she keeps on telling me that's slowly growing is they're getting transfers now of male convicts that claim to be trans.
Good. Yeah.
And there's been a very slow growth of rape allegations going on in the prison.
Luckily, there's been a very historical examples of rape allegations that come from prisons over the last, 100 years. So if there's new rape allegations,
but these
that's
are female.
also terrible. But I don't expect people who didn't care about the last million rape allegations to care about the new ones so very much.
I knew a guy that worked in a women's prison that cooked her husband. Was it over there in Clinton, New Jersey? I forget what the fuck it's.
Because I feel like the answer to your question isn't like where should we put trans people. I feel like the answer to your question is why is there so much rape in prisons and why does people only care about this now? Your answer is probably some sort of prison reform.
Here's the reform. I can reform it. Males with males, females with females. Problem fucking solved.
Then you can go back to not caring about all the rape.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because nobody feels guys. There's no 800 rape line for guys.
Yeah, nobody cares about like fucking
guys. I don't care. I'll be honest with you.
Girls getting
I'll be absolutely fucking out with my hypocrisy. I care a little more if like some female prisoner is being raped by a guard every day and she can't defend herself. I have more empathy for her than I do a male.
Yeah, but that's a perfect example. Nobody cares about that either. Nobody cares if a female guard's getting raped by a fucking person. They only care if a female guard's getting raped by a
male guard's
person.
raping a female prisoner. That's what I said. That's what I meant. If I didn't say
I'm
that.
saying, but nobody cares if a male guard rapes a female prisoner. They only care if a trans male fucking rapes a trans female rapes a fucking female prisoner.
Yeah, but the other thing you know what? So you're just adding one more. That's the thing. No, that's ridiculous because you're gonna have it either way. I get what you're saying, but like now you're adding another element, so you just added on to it.
No, because my answer is reform it to try to stop all the rape instead of just selectively.
You can't do that in a prison. That's a ridiculous thing to say. You know how they work.
Yeah,
you can't stop people from being raped in prison.
Yeah, they very well.
There's a lot of rape in there, Tommy.
No, you can't stop rape from being in prison. You can't. You cannot stop rape in prison. No way. No way. The amount of time you're alone with somebody. No way. If somebody's physically stronger than you and they want to rape you, you're fucked. Period. Because there's going to be some time in the day. None of you guys ever went to jail or county or anything. There's going to be some time of day. There's a goddamn thing you could do in the world. Nothing. You know what you can do? You can throw everybody in the hole. You can throw everybody in the hole. You sound like one of those Destiny guys. You can reform that. You can't reform that shit. You know what you could do? Go back to the old way of doing things and stop worrying about prisoners' fucking feelings, and you will limit it, not add another element of it by putting males and females because they just happen to feel like they're female that day. That's insane.
Well, I hope the people in the prisons who are being raped by trans people feel a lot better knowing that they're just being raped by their guards at the end of the night.
Yeah, well, I guess so. But here's the thing. Here's another thing. They got something to lose and you end up in jail yourself. Now you're a trans and you got a dick and you're with a girl and you can just rape her all fucking night. It was completely preventable in this situation. The guard situation, admittedly, is bad, but it's much more preventable. It is much more. That same guy I knew that worked at fucking prison, they were getting rape accusations on the daily. And most of them 99.9 of them were fucking were bullshit. They were just trying to get back at the other guards, which, by the way, hurt the women that were actually getting raped by guards. So, why put another element up there? It's so stupid. It's beyond stupid that we have to coddle people that think they were born the opposite sex. It's insane. We don't have to do that. We can just simply go back to the other way and limit the amount, not add more elements of a way to get raped. Because you know what? You're in prison. You're probably going to get raped at some point. Well, I don't know. Let's make it all fair. It's so stupid. It's beyond life. What? It is. When you're in prison, it's reality.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem.
Yeah. Okay. So you limit it. You don't add another element that can create more of it. I mean, what the fuck?
I think, I don't know. I think if everything was handled better.
How do you handle better? This is fucking prison. You can't handle stuff like this, man. You sound like one of those cooks in bread tube. You can't handle this. It's like shit's real day one, man. Don't work like that. Hey, let's have a fucking focus group in prison. Let's spend even more time with the prisoners and have even more cops there that we don't have as it is. You know, it's like when these cops like shoot somebody, like clearly they just need more training. Well, what do you mean by that? Do you know anything about the military? Do you know anything about active shooters? Do you know anything about, I don't know, a police officer's job? So you can just kind of spout off and say, oh, look, this person needs more training. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. I don't know what the fuck that means. But it's just something I can say. So you say, well, there should be less rape in prison. Well, there should be world peace too. It's completely insane. Guess what? Women belong in women's prison, and men belong in men's prison.
Oceans, climate change. These are all like. I'm just saying, like a little bit of prison reform wouldn't hurt. That's all I'm saying.
You know, when they talk about prison, like, what are you gonna do? It's fucking prison, man. There's only so much you can do.
What do they do in every other fucking country?
There's rape there too.
All right, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of fucking rape.
You are if you're doing pound me in the ass time, there's rape every fucking country in the world. It's just a little better in the West. Not much. If you get it in, like, I don't know, South America or Asia or something like that, you're really
All
fucked.
I'm saying is you're a fucking massive hypocrite if you go around going, oh my god, these trans people, oh, they think they're a different gender. They're going to go rape all the women and men. Oh, it's so bad.
No. See, that I don't know if that's... Well, I don't know if that's even relevant. I don't know if that's even... Because the Loudoun County situation has to do with... You're not going to... The Loudoun County situation has to do with that stuff happening and a school covering it up for political correctness, which really represents what's going on in England a couple years ago.
Not a prison, right?
No, it's not exactly. It's not a prison. Yeah. And they're allowing boys to go.
That's fucked up. And all those people are doing a huge disservice to all the actual trans people by covering it up. Because all you do when you cover something up is you make it much more spicy when it actually comes out. When you compare the amount of
or you can just go back to biological bathrooms and limit the problem. You could, by the way, you could be raped by a straight guy in a school if he decided to barge into the woman's bathroom and rape her. It's like the same concept. Exactly. So why make it easier for him? That's the point. That's the point I was trying to make before.
There's a huge epidemic of trans people raping people, and you can cite like.
It doesn't matter if there's an epidemic of it or not. No one's saying it is. You're strawmanning me. It's stupid to do in the first place.
Okay, but
it's
I don't
dumb
think it's stupid.
to start with.
I don't think it's stupid as a concept to let somebody who believes that they're a certain gender go to the bathroom that's most convenient to them. Especially, and you have to have the conversation, what about like if it's post-op or pre-op? If this person has a fucking vagina and they go to the female fucking bathroom, like who gives a shit?
Why is that society's problem? It's a shot for the point, bitch. I really wonder, why is this the one thing in the world that I have to fucking worry about?
Well, you don't have to worry about it.
No, I do. Apparently,
allows people to go to the bathroom.
Apparently, I don't want a guy walking into my daughter's fucking bathroom at all. I don't care how they feel. And you know what? If there's a less than 1% of her getting raped by that, I want that percentage gone. I want it gone.
So you agree with me?
No, I don't. No, I don't. Go back to the way things used to be. And here's what I'll agree with you. If you can get into the women's bathroom and people don't think you have a dick, leave you alone. I'm okay with that. But if you wake up one fucking day and say, you know what, I'm feeling gender fluid, I want to start using the women's bathroom, that should set alarm bells off in schools.
Well, totally people who are going to lie about shit like this. I understand that. But I think it's convenient for people who believe that they're a certain gender to be able to use what's comfortable for them. And when you say, why is that my fault that a man wants to use the female restroom? The fundamental disconnect is I just see that person as a female. It's that easy. I don't know. That's why we don't agree on that.
Well, and you're right about the disservice because no one's going to tolerate this fucking. If there are multiple incidents in this Loudoun County, right, that's going to be the end of this shit and massively quick.
so. I don't
because
think
if they covered. So we know they covered up one. Right? The only reason we're talking about this now, because the original incident happened in June, or at least when the guy freaked out. If there are more, that means these people are religious fucking zealots trying to protect political correctness.
And I agree with you. That's
I know you agree with me. I'm not saying you don't. So that needs, you know what? If that happens enough, if it's significant enough, and these people got a backlog of this shit, and it's, by the way, it's not without precedent, because we had the grooming fucking Muslim groups in England, and the cops look the other way. So it's not out of the realm of possibility that we have a fucking rape problem here. Now, right now, you can't really say so. But we know that left-wingers are willing to fucking cover this shit up, all the way up to police officers. And we know it because it happened in a Western country, our sister country, not fucking 4 years ago.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of corrupt police systems as well.
Yeah. Well, I want to go. I want to know what the fuck's going on.
Like the other thing though is that like if like this is also turns out to be like, you know, the prison's also covering it up and everything. Later on down the road, how is this also going to affect in the political atmosphere?
They probably are covering it up.
Yeah,
prison's the worst.
But like, yeah, but like this, I feel like can just feel also into politics as well. Like they're just like the left covers it up, the right is too hard on it. And it's just
the right could probably I get what you're saying. You go through too long, but here's the thing.
There's probably a rational middle ground to this.
You know what? I agree with that. I actually agree with that.
You'll never find that in the online discourse because the online discourse
I actually agree
believe in trans people, or it's like there's never going to be a problem, and it's just like, all right, dude, there's somewhere in the middle.
No,
because ever going to be raped, and like all of these people are like men in dresses, like, you know what I mean? There's got to be somewhere in the middle. I don't know.
Or you just go back to the way you used to do it.
I don't think
that might just simply. Maybe you're not there yet. I don't know. Maybe we got a couple 200 more rapes, problems around the country. We notice it. Maybe you'll come around one day. We'll see how many people need to get raped first. You know.
I think they should add more handicap stalls. Honestly.
Every gender fluid bathroom that I've seen is like a solo stall. Like you knock on the door.
I've seen those too. Yeah, they have those over here.
Again, like I thought those were.
I will say this.
Yes,
I will say this. They've kind of always had them over here. It's like if the bar has one bathroom, it has one bathroom. So. That's just the way it rolls. Most places aren't like that. But yeah, they even have the unisex symbol, and the unisex symbol predates this transgender madness. Like in Europe,
someone in
we
chat
don't have a problem.
Nick would rather men feel safe in the woman's bathroom than women feel safe in there. And I think that a trans woman should feel safe wherever a trans woman should want to go to the bathroom. And I think that a trans male should be able to feel safe wherever they go to the bathroom. I don't feel intimidated when a trans person walks into the bathroom with me, especially considering that I'm a fucking guy. Okay,
I don't give a fuck how you feel when you go to the bathroom.
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck how you feel when you go to the bathroom. And if this is going to cause too much of a fucking problem, it needs to be reversed. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
I know. If you can get away with it, nobody notices.
If you want to open a bigger discussion, if we're gonna start covering shit up and saying stuff,
I don't give a fuck.
We should do a big.
Do you think I'd snitch it? Like if I saw some dude going in the girls, actually, if I saw a dude, like somebody dressed like me going there, I would say something. Yeah, because I would think something was up. But if some girl gets in there, like that's a guy. The guy's not fooling anybody. I'm not going to go fucking snitch on her.
Obviously, like you can say something like, "Hey, what the fuck's going on?" or whatever. Yeah, obviously.
It would depend on the circumstance.
Like, if it's a person who's literally just 100%,
like walking in with a dress and has like a beard and shit, yeah, I'd probably.
But majority of these people who like are like passing or whatever, you like.
I think if you're like
no idea, dude.
If you were trans and really into it, I would have no problem. If like say own the place, I don't care because they're obviously committed.
What's her name? Who's the YouTuber who also talked about the Bianca Devin situation? Ready to Glare. I had no fucking idea until like a month ago that Ready to Glare was trans because she started tweeting about. Yeah, literally, dude. I had no fucking idea Ready to Glare was trans. She was like going off on transphobes or whatever in her community. I had no fucking idea.
Who's Ready to Glare?
Ready to Glare is like a tea YouTuber.
I don't know.
Yeah, but she's cool. But like, I never heard.
I'm just saying that if she walked into a female bathroom or whatever, I don't think anyone would pinpoint her out and go, "Oh, that's a trans person." Like, I had no fucking idea, dude.
Yeah.
Oh yeah! Holy shit! I didn't know that Ready to Glare was actually trans.
So she was born a dude.
That's the first time I ever heard it.
So she was born a dude.
Yep.
Okay.
No, she was a woman. She's a woman. She was born a
Now
woman.
she's a dude?
That's what Nick is saying. I don't.
No. Here.
I'm
Look.
so confused. I hate this shit. What was she
you
born?
just
What's her
dropped the bomb,
biological gender assignment?
Hold this up. Hold this. I saw this tweet. Unless I'm like interpreting it wrong.
Hold on. I'm not. It would be great if Nick fucked this up. I'd be
Oh, if I fuck this up, that'd be funny.
I think you might have fucked this one up, Nick.
Did you think I was trans when you first saw me? Duh. Nothing wrong with being trans. I'm just. Oh no. She was playing a exercise. This is an exercise. Duh, nothing wrong with being trans. I'm just cursing since I get a lot of comments. You also can let me know your first impressions of me generally too. It all makes me curious. Ready to glare. So, that's a chick. No Adam's apple.
Dude, I mean, I don't like.
So what does she mean by that then?
I think it's an exercise. She said, "Did you think that's supposed to shock you, right?" And then she goes, "Duh, nothing wrong with being trans. I'm just current since I get a lot of comments." So I guess she's been accused of being
Okay,
trans.
but like, then what is this tweet? Like, I saw there's multiple tweets about this.
Really?
Look at this.
Let me see. I can see how you. By the way, now I'm thinking if you screwed this up, it's like doesn't mean this is confusing as fuck.
But what is this tweet, man?
Joking, by the way. I'm joking.
This dude comments shit like it's dude in drag under pictures along with trans. It's a dude in drag along with transphobic statements. Why are you obsessed with people's choices if they affect you in no way? I'm not offended by it. I just find it detrimental to people dealing with dysphoria and transitioning. I don't think she is. I think she's just being supportive of the trans community.
I think people think she's trans sometimes, like, and ask her, and she's just commenting on that, calling them transphobic.
Let's see.
Okay, no, she clears it up in the bottom tweet. I'm wrong.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
You're transphobic.
I'm like, this person tweets about like trans stuff a lot, involving themselves being
it could
called
be just
trans
a thing they're into.
for someone who's not trans. All right, then I'm wrong. Okay, that's why she passed so well. Yeah, that's why she passed so well. It's because she's trans.
I kind of like the way she handles it too. She's not like screaming out pronouns. She's like, "Why are you obsessed with people's choices that affect you in no way?" Okay. I could deal with that.
I don't know. When I cut my hair a certain way, people call me a dyke. So.
All right. Well, you have a good one, Tommy.
You take care.
I don't know.
Good man.
Oh man, I should really go to bed.
That's a lot of money.
Colton, what do you want?
Jessica
Pistol.
I got it.
Thank you. Colton.
Rape is good.
All right.
No, well, I disagree with that.
Bye. Green Man. Green Man.
Tommy,
Yes.
I want to ask about Repzilla. Alright.
Oh fuck! I hate this guy.
Rapezilla? You can't say that. What do you want?
He said Repzilla.
I thought he said Rapezilla.
Oh my god!
No.
I want to talk about Repzilla.
So do you know he's got PTSD or some shit because he
got hit by a car?
Crash?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's like bullshit, obviously. Does he know that's bullshit? Or is he just like gimmicking people here? Or is
I
he,
don't know.
like,
I think he said
believing
you
this?
can get PTSD from a bad car accident, I'm sure. Yeah.
No, obviously that. I'm not dismissed, but he's saying that Nick's going after him because of that. That's bullshit. Do you know what I mean?
No. What he was saying is, okay, Nick's got a big victory. So what? I'm a half a fucking retard because I got hit by a car. That's what he said. Here, I'll let listen to it. Listen to it again. Here we go.
Say it was a debate, even though it wasn't a setup thing. That's fine. I don't really give a shit. Like, if you want to say you beat somebody with a brain injury in a debate and you want to get props on that, more.
That's what he's saying. Like, hey, you beat a retard. Congratulations. You know?
No, but I think he's just been disingenuous, man.
I think he's just a garbage can YouTuber. Typical.
Do you know what even here, man? These people, and also the people, this Belle bitch, man. Fucking all these mad people saying, if you come after me, I'm this and I'm that. I'm not being funny. They can't, as you are saying, stand up to any question, man. It's just, I don't know how they've got a fucking audience, but I've only gone. I tried to donate to your show and it's not working for some reason, Tommy.
What's not working?
I'm trying to give you money, mate.
I know. How are you trying to give me better ways most people?
On the super chats, mate.
And which one? There's two
on
ways
your
to
main
do
account, mate. Obviously on this stream, how else would I give you a super chat?
A super chat, yeah. Well, there's something wrong with your credit card then.
It's no, mate. I'll fucking give it.
Oh, you're fucking broken, fucking Glasgow. Get the fuck out of here. Scalpel, you're on the air. Hello.
So what was the stream about? Because I was just watching Augie the whole time.
Is that what's his face? Yeah, I don't.
Yes.
That's pretty funny. Mari, one and done. Let's go. I'm gonna close this out.
I feel you on that. I just want to sit there and say, with how many videos that Def has been making on Keem, how long until YouTube sits there and gives Def the good old backhand?
No, I don't think he's gonna have to make a lot more than that. They don't
know, but if they ever do, it's going to be blamed on Keemstar.
And remember, Nick,
And for a
I'm
fact,
still-
if that account goes down, we're all going to hear about it.
I'm still technically in Def's server, so if I see anything, I'll let y'all know.
Okay.
All right.
Keep an eye out. We got a spy in there, Def Noodles. Bye. Agmar, go.
Hey, what's going on? So this is mainly directed at Nick. So Nick, you said something last night on your live stream about the whole Colton thing with
Yes.
the Blue Drive thing.
Mhm.
I just want to apologize to all you guys because, like, we honestly didn't know at the time, and this is like, you got to remember a lot of this shit's like 2 years ago. So like, I'm re-remembering shit.
Let me just give some context.
Fill
to
me
Jack,
in,
'cause
like,
nobody
where
really knows
am
what's
I?
talking about.
Yeah.
So we were talking about the concept of whether like Colton is telling the truth or Maya is telling the truth in regards to the fact that like the police were called on Colton for child pornography. So now like like the age has been pushed between like 15, 16, 17. Allegedly, Colton was distributing pictures of Maya when she was underage that he had gotten a hold of, which how he would get a hold of those is kind of crazy, if that is true. What he claimed is they came from a camgirling site. And they weren't revenge porn, they weren't child porn, they were just public nudes of someone who's put out pornography into the world, right? And that and a lot of stuff was used to cover that up. And I think even like Agmar and Repzilla at this point aren't really sure what's going on with that. So I was just saying, if that is true, then like the police getting called and like even though Colton's like a retard and he's like really stupid and he's really weird, it would probably be pretty shitty if it turned out that like that wasn't the case, and then he had like real IRL repercussions because people were saying that he was distributing child porn.
Yeah, and my thing is more to apologize for you guys because like, you know, we don't know. Like, and I'm gonna be honest, I really wouldn't have that Google Drive anywhere near my fucking computer because you know what I mean?
Well, if people say it's filled with child porn, then you know.
Yeah. So, and it's so long ago, I don't know, and he doesn't either. Like, we had like a long talk about it last night.
No, but I'm just saying, like, so basically, if you want something to go away, well, why don't you DMCA it, is what, I forgot who said it. And I go, well, if you DMCA something like that, BWC said that to me, he goes, well, why didn't Maya DMCA it? Well, I don't know, if you look at any YouTube trend and you DMCA a video, that shit's gonna come back. People are gonna repost it. If you tell people that they're distributing fucking child porn, that shit stops. So, like, it's understandable from that, like, practicality standpoint why someone would lie about that. Like, that adds up in my head.
It'll get off any
And people,
quick.
yeah, and with context, people are like, well, you know, I mean, like, why would Maya lie? And then I'm talking about, like, I know so many other crazy stories about Maya, about how she lied and basically said that Colton distributed pictures of Repzilla's fucking dead grandfather, when in reality, she, like, sent that to a bunch of people in a group chat, and then one of her friends sent it to Onision, and then Onision contacted Repzilla.
So Maya's not credible. Maya's
not credible in the slightest, yeah.
No, and, like, I want to apologize to Colton because I feel really
Here's
bad.
your chance, Colton.
How about the time? How about the time she fucked another guy, almost had his baby?
Hold on. I'll talk about that in a minute.
I want to clear this
Colton,
up. I
you
want
there?
to clear this up.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's me. I want to clear some stuff up. So first off, I made a Google Doc to clear this up, but I want to say that the reason I posted because you're right, Nick, that she did say it was child porn to like get people away from the drive, but not because it was like leaked material. It was because it exposed shit that they were doing. It wasn't me who they. Yeah, I know it's me. It's Colton, but it was Lauren and Phoenix who they framed for sending around the dead grandfather photo in the 2 videos that Dan made in late 2019. And then I was like clearing their names about it, and then one of the things was like a big part of the story was that Maya cheated. and you know that whole abortion like joke.
Can you explain to the audience I guess that's out now, so I've been avoiding talking about it.
We've talked about it tons of times.
I feel bad for Dan.
All this is pretty much.
All right, so somebody can you just give a quick rundown of what happened to Repzilla with this girl, Nick?
Yeah. So
Nick, not you.
Oh,
Nick.
Me? Okay,
Yeah.
I'll just do it again. Yeah. So basically, there's a situation that transpires. You can correct me if I'm wrong, Colton. Where Maya cheats on Repzilla. Sorry, I get them mixed up sometimes. With a sugar daddy. And this sugar daddy knocks her up. She gets pregnant. She goes back to Repzilla and goes, "Listen, the baby's yours. I'm not prepared to have it. I need you to take me to the abortion clinic." So they go through. He drives her to the abortion clinic. He thinks he's aborting his own child. At the end of it, he finds out that it's not fucking his kid. And at the end of it, after all this was said and done, after this whole emotional journey, we find this shit out because she's bragging about it. She's running around bragging about it to people. And then when Colton is questioning stuff, she sends the document proving that the abortion happened to a random minor in Discord. Why the fuck would she send that to Colton?
And by the way,
I'll tell you. Hold on.
Oh, sorry, Colton.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna mention something real quick. That ex-boyfriend, she apparently beat that guy too, and there's a DM of her admitting to that too. So this is a reoccurring thing.
I want to add, so first off, one thing you left out, because this is something that I haven't talked about too much, because I try to leave out as many details as I can so to get to the point, which is ironic for me. But is she laughed in Dan's face when she confronted him and told him that it wasn't his kid. She laughed in his face about it like a psycho. Apparently, that's what he confessed to Phoenix in private Facebook messages. And I'll tell you, I did not. I was literally just trying to clear up things about Lauren and Phoenix in DMs with Maya, and then she sent that document out of fucking nowhere. I did not ask. It was not even about. We were talking about the cheating stuff, and she was saying she was innocent, and then she sent the abortion document as if that was proof that she didn't cheat, and she was saying well, Dan was there when I had the abortion, as if that's proof, and I'm just bitch, the fuck, that does not compute. And then she eventually just blocked me.
Jesus, that's
so. Yeah, and by the way, near the end of the relationship, she cheated on him again.
Yeah.
Oh my god, another abortion?
All right, here's the way I'm gonna end it. All right, here's the way I'm gonna end it. Fucking Colton, you there?
Yeah.
You definitely deserve an apology. Has this all been verified, Nick? Does he deserve an apology?
No, I'm just saying that it's basically, from what I can tell, it's reasonable if we start questioning her validity on this one, because she's lied about everything else.
Yeah.
I don't know for the matter of fact. There is a hypothetical where if she was underage on the cam sites or something like that. But again, even then, that doesn't make it revenge porn. That's not what that is either.
Also, Colton, did you play with your wiener to her pictures? Because that'd be kind of weird.
The fuck?
I was a minor. Fuck off.
It's a joke. I'm joking. But I do want to stress though that at this time, at least right now, I believe Colton does deserve an apology on that, because we both don't know.
Well, the reason he is owed an apology is because now everyone's basically of the belief that there is no evidence at all that is tangible that this
man. You want an apology? Go to church.
I don't know. I think he deserves one for that.
Yeah.
You don't know. The police were contacted. They went to his house. He had to explain to his parents
he just didn't
that
deserve the
he
tag
didn't have child porn.
I'm sorry. He was way too into Repzilla. He doesn't deserve a total fucking thing.
Yeah, that's what I was.
The more serious stuff for sure. I want to talk about so she goes to Repzilla. You guys are missing the most important part. So she goes to Repzilla and says, "You knocked me up," and he. I don't know, takes response. I'm not a big abortion guy. He's well, I guess I got to do what I got to do, and drives her to the abortion clinic for real.
Dude, that's so sad. Can you imagine that, Tommy? Can you imagine?
He thought he aborted his own kid.
Yeah, it's just an instance of somebody just taking advantage of a really nice dude. He's really nice. He's been really good to me, and he didn't deserve this shit at all.
Jesus Christ.
It hurts, but maybe it's a good thing you didn't kill your own.
Good thing she wasn't dating me. She wasn't dating me. I'm paying for that. Have the baby.
What does Colton want? One more time.
Yes.
What do you want?
What do you want, you weirdo?
Okay, sorry. No, I want to say the reason, because they said that I doxed her when I put the medical document in a video, and I tried to censor it at when she went
I
on
don't
a
care.
spree of like.
I don't care. Whatever. It's fucking. It's all news.
We should totally play it back for blood. I have like nobody else to play it with.
Not only that, but wait, not only wasn't Maya going around fucking doxing people?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, I don't know, dude.
I don't care.
This girl's like unhinged, so like I don't really take anything she says like as fact anymore or whatever.
Yeah,
And like even Repzillion's like saying in
Did
DMs.
Repzillion
I'm pretty sure
pay
I wanna say
for
that,
it?
but, like,
Did he pay for it too?
I would assume he paid.
Tommy, did you see the contract that he made up?
No.
Oh my
They were,
god!
like, so
Wait,
much money to
hold
get out
on,
of the
hold on.
apartment.
Let Colton finish because I want to hear this. This is more.
Oh
what do you
no!
got?
What?
What do you got?
I don't want to hear him talk about him fucking self. Don't talk about yourself. Give me facts. Go.
No, I
Bitch. All right, so on the image there was a watermarked file name on it from the streams because it was frequent on her streams, and it had 2016 on it, and it was like right before her 19th birthday would have been. And the reason I put the document in a video was to prove her birthday. Like there was no malicious intent behind that. So I did that to prove that she was.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been doing this shit to fucking begin with, to put yourself in a position
No,
to be doing
okay,
this
wait, don't kick
But
me.
at that
'cause I
point,
need to
he's already
explain this.
like getting
Yeah.
called the child porn.
Yeah, I don't think
person,
that's
so
cool.
no,
I don't think that's
you're not that, man.
You're not that.
Colton, I
You're
didn't
you're a
know.
different type of
I was-
weirdo.
I hate
Colton,
I
you've been
hate to use the
vindicated.
age excuse.
Yeah.
I hate to use the age excuse, but I
It's
had
only a
like
year
no
ago.
experience with this.
Shut the fuck up. It was only a
Yeah,
year
well,
ago.
2
Give me that
years.
shit.
2 years.
Was it 2 years ago?
Well, no.
I'm getting old.
Yeah, it was November
Getting old.
2019. So, okay, here's the last thing I want to say, and then you can like fucking I don't know, kill him. You can shoot me in the
Yes.
head. You can hire an
Yes.
assassin.
Yeah, you're getting vindication.
So the reason I did not just post that to like humiliate her or anything. The reason I put that image in the drive was complimentary evidence of her cheating on Daniel, because that was the content of messages between him and Phoenix. But Daniel
just to be
literally
clear,
scratched
Colton,
out-
but you could agree with me that you probably could have just put a black mark over her body.
I agree. I literally said
Yeah, you
that.
just said it
a
now.
week
You said it
after.
before.
All right.
All right, Colton story. All right, say it, Colton. I'm glad
you didn't have to spread the news. Like,
Here's
you
what I want you to do,
you
Colton.
didn't have
I
to
want you to
spread it.
continue to go on streams, call in,
he was a minor.
and fool them. That's what I want you to do.
Okay, wait, don't kick me yet. I
don't want to hear anything. I
Because-
get it, man.
You already
What the
finished.
fuck?
I think you finished.
You didn't finish?
But
I mean,
I do
I'm
have
saying-
some. Oh, shit, sorry, my bad.
Go ahead.
You didn't finish. I want to go to bed. 2 fucking hours of this shit.
I'll finish with mine, and then you can kick me or whatever. I wanted to apologize to Nick, Tommy, and all you guys because I feel like I lied to you and I shouldn't have done that, and that's my fault.
Shut the fuck up. I'm so sick of being apologized.
All right, I'll finish real quick. Well, like 1 or 2 more sentences. So I posted that to prove that that this like that
it's my show. It's my show. Not your show. It's my show. It's my show. It's my show. I don't
But
care.
he kept saying,
"Hey,
okay, I got one more
everybody!
thing to say.
Colton is not as big a creep. He's just kind of a little, kind of cute creep. He's not a monster."
Whoa.
No, when I meant cute, like it's just cute. It's like he's cute to
Like
these
a bunny.
creep. Yeah, like a bunny. Yeah, like harmless.
Yeah,
That's-
Tommy's gonna lock eyes with Colton in the bathroom stall.
Whoa.
Wait, he's 18 now, right?
Yeah.
He's 18. Yeah, I'll pull down his pants and fuck him in the ass like I'm a tranny. How about that?
Jesus.
Well, there we go.
He's 18, right?
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. Tobes loves when heterosexual men threaten to rape each other. He thinks it's the funniest
What
fucking
the
thing ever.
fuck?
He loves
And
it.
Colton wrote "Yes, Tommy" in the chat. So that's weird.
Oh my goodness
All right. Well, I think "Yes, Tommy."
It would be
was,
great.
Colton's
Next
18. I
time,
don't think
Colton.
he's saying
Maybe
"Yes, Tommy" when he
that's
said
funny.
it.
Like, think about this. Colton gets involved or obsessed with like some YouTube celebrity, like I don't know, me or something like that. He follows him and he goes to a movie theater, and the fucking YouTube celebrity just rapes him.
What the fuck? No. All right, buddy. But if the YouTuber was trans, you'd have a problem.
Yes, no, that would be awful. Before Colton, I'd be interviewing him and like be Barbara Walters. The fuck out of here! I'm going to bed. I'm fucking going to bed. I'm going to bed. Good night, Edwin. Good night, Dad. Good night, Nick. Good night, everybody. I'm going to fucking bed. It's 2 hours of this bullshit. God damn. Real talk, say the N-word.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the King's home, smacking fives, Blackstone, 6 Mile to danger zones.
Yeah, I don't see N-word on that list.
The evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
Stand in my bathroom, tranny.